Base home. For those who have been asking me all summer, you'll notice there is a little football field left. We all fit, and you can still see a little grass around the edge, so it's a good thing. Ben, could I please have the props set front, and people who know where the middle goes set that. Everybody else, please exit to the north if you're not helping with props, and let's do that as efficiently as we can. Ready, go. I need a few staff verifying prop location, please. While they're getting set, a little additional information. This Friday night, for the first game, we will not be bringing any props out. We still want to make sure everything goes smoothly before we actually haul things around and try to deal with this with a whole lot of people watching. Also, we have some uniform parts on order since we have more people this year than we had uniforms at the end of last year. So I believe we have enough things to get everybody in for pictures, but we will wear our t-shirts tomorrow night. Several guard items are not in, and from what I heard last, a few of the uniforms that we're in tomorrow may not be real good to move in. They can stand for a picture, but we have a few things missing yet. So, which is another major committee, by the way. Jenny Light and Carol Flora, for all of the people who work uniforms, many, many, many people. How about accepting a thank you for those workers? Okay, Ryan, when you're ready. By the second show, many of the people entering will be carrying the props you see. So that's why we're doing more of a mass entrance than a formal block entrance this year. At this point, while the drums are being set, there will be an announcement tomorrow night. And band, the only thing you have to do is watch for Nikki because it's her call. Hold right there, Nikki. And relax. Thank you, Ben. Since this for a lot of people is their first time on Freed Field, we're going to run that part of our production one more time before we scoot along. Do not go to full entrance, just go to chart 0, and we do need to reset the middle props. Ready, go. later in the season, we'll have our third production, the Nightlife. At this point, we will be ending our halftime shows with the fight songs, so let's just do that now, Nikki, so we don't forget tomorrow night. Start the exit. Penn. Hup. Would everybody come forward and move on to the track, please? And move more to the center. On down near the 50. Thank you very much. I need to do this way, I think. If everybody sit down just for a second. Would all of the people who, we'll start with, played in the band for me. Anybody who played in the Penn band for me, please stand up. Okay, thank you very much. And anybody else, if you played in the Penn band before me, join them. Any Penn band alumni, come on and stand up. We've had some really, really good bands over the years, and with deference to all of your efforts, I'm going to go out on a limb. And for going out of band camp to the earliest home game we've ever had, this is by a margin the best Penn band I've seen at this time of year. So I'm eager to see what they're going to do. I had the opportunity this last May to visit Pasadena, and there are lots of different ways to get somebody's attention, and I've watched the parade. I've thought for years about trying to get the band into that parade, and when our host drove me through the route and said, okay, here's where we start, and we went about 4 city blocks, and he said, now in that area you will have passed 72 television cameras and about 120,000 people. He got my attention, and I've been pushing and they've been responding, and There are a lot of different ways to have fun, frankly. I think we all know that. And one of the neat things about this activity is you kind of get used to delayed gratification. There are people who, as soon as they do something, want somebody to go, "Oh yeah, cool." Well, we've been able to do some of that, but we are constantly in a position where it can always be better. And anytime you get the opportunity to remind your own children what a tremendous job they're doing, I and the staff really appreciate that, because your support goes a long way to keep people going. Sometimes it's a hard few rehearsals between performances. I think when it comes to performances this year, they're going to get their share of delayed gratification. And New Year's Day, I think there are going to be a whole lot of high school bands that wish they were the ones getting to look like these kids are going to look. I would like very much to invite parents to the field. Today, the athletic director had serious concerns about us coming on the field at all due to the rain this morning. So I did promise him we would minimize our time out here. I was offered a suggestion that perhaps after the second or third football game, for those who happen to be in attendance that night, if you guys immediately after a game would like to join us on the field once it clears and learn a couple of marching sets, I think we can do that perhaps later in the year. I know for anybody who thinks, gee, doesn't look that hard, you need to get a chance to try. I think you might enjoy it, and I know your children will enjoy watching you. Drum majors, where are the handouts? Okay, if we can put people at band, once we start exiting, we're going to all need to go that way. Don't do that yet. I managed to come down here without my list, and me without a list is a dangerous thing, because mine works in spurts. Ah, yes, the percussion announcement. We have some percussion wind shirts that are supposed to be here tomorrow. We have been promised them tomorrow morning for the pictures. Mr. Weaver asks that if everybody who was in winter drumline last year would please bring your winter drumline jacket tomorrow, just in case we don't get the wind shirts. And there will be enough of our normal uniform jackets to cover the freshman drummers if that in case happens. But we'll see. And there may be one more announcement. Tomorrow.